welcome back to Per My Last Email. I hope this message finds you well. Hello everybody, my name is Bria Black, project management professional, and I'm here to drop some knowledge on you today. So I posted a video a few years back talking about my PMP journey and how I got project management professional certified. And since then, people reach out to me all the time on LinkedIn and Instagram to ask me more questions about how to get a PMP. I love when people reach out to me. I definitely want to be an asset to anybody who's looking to get certified, because I think that people can be really secretive about stuff and it really don't gotta be that deep. And so whenever people reach out to me for questions, I'm always there to answer them. And so I figured it'd be productive to do a video about some commonly asked questions that I get via my DMs about how to be PMP certified, and I'm gonna answer those for you today. People always ask me, is getting certified worth it? I 100% think that it is so worth it to get certified because it just gives you a little bit more clout. I have a master's degree in industrial organizational psychology, and I think that my master's degree is great. I think it helped me get into the door. It helped me to get an internship. But as far as promotion potential, I think that the thing that helped me to get a promotion to get into my new role as a program manager is the PMP certification. So even in my last role, I got promoted from an analyst to a project manager. Not immediately after I got certified, but I was telling my manager, like, I want to be a project manager. I just got certified. Like, I want to be a project manager. And eventually he heard me and I was able to get a promotion and a pay increase. People only care about the 3 letters. And I think that I am very, very grateful that I was able to be certified, because I think that it's only beneficial. And it's widely known. Like, my master's degree is, I mean, people may know what industrial organizational psychology is, but they might not. And if you care about that, then great. But if you don't, it's not beneficial for me. But having a PMP is widely known, widely accepted. Everybody knows what it is. Everybody knows that that test is hard as heck. And so me having that credential is exponentially beneficial. People also ask me, do they need to take like a really expensive class to pass a test? And I don't think so. A few people that I know took the test about only studying the book and not taking an expensive class. If your company's gonna pay for a class for you, definitely take it. But if they're not gonna pay, then you don't have to take an expensive class, because the test is all about the book. It's all about the PMBOK. So if you can just grasp the concept of the PMBOK, then you can definitely pass the test. It's not gonna be easy, especially if you don't have a class, because there's no guidance and there's no structure to your studying. You just have to kind of just read and retain and take practice tests. But if you can do that and have enough self-discipline to go through and read the book and take tests, then you can definitely pass without spending $2 grand on a class. People also ask me, what do I use to study? The PMBOK is my basis for studying, because literally every single question comes from that book. I also use the Head First Project Management Professional book, because reading the PMBOK is like reading Mandarin. Excuse me, I'm ignorant. Reading Mandarin. I don't know what they're talking about. I didn't get it. I was like, I don't know what you're saying. And so the Head First book was pretty much like PMP for Dummies. So after I read that book, reading the PMBOK was so much easier to understand, because it kind of broke down what the heck all those terminologies meant in the PMBOK. People also ask me, where do I find my study questions? YouTube, Google. My Head First PMP book had questions. Like, I was looking for anything that was free because the test is already expensive. So I would just Google PMP questions free, PMP practice test free, free, anything for free. People also ask me, was I already in the industry whenever I got certified? And I was not. I wasn't a project manager. Every industry has project managers, and so I wasn't technically titled project manager, but I just pulled from my school experience, church experience, and the few things that I did in my job as an intern and an analyst. It made it project management experience. I finessed. And also, people have asked me, what advice do I have for when the test gets closer? Like, how do they make sure that they're super prepared for the test? And the advice that I would give is just to keep taking practice tests. So I was able to write out by memory all of the process groups and knowledge areas. So like, I knew initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, controlling, and closing. And then I also knew the whatever fell in integration management, I know which one of those fell into each of those 5 phases. I knew which, you know, things fell into risk management. I knew all of that. I could make that whole chart. I'll put a picture of the chart. I knew that whole chart by heart, and I memorized that chart every single day, and I wrote it out until I knew it by heart. And as soon as I got to the test, I wrote that chart out. I wrote out all of the formulas that I knew, because they give you a little piece of paper to like write stuff on. I wrote all my formulas out, and I wrote as many things that I could remember, like things that like formulas and charts and processes, whatever. I wrote all that stuff out. So memorize those things, and I would say try to take longer tests. So you have 230 minutes to take the test, and it's 180 questions. If you don't practice doing stuff for a long time, like studying in 2-hour increments, because 230 minutes is what? Almost 4 hours. That's a long time. I think it's 3 hours and 30 minutes. I think it's 3 hours and 30 minutes. 30, 20. Girl, I don't know. And I would just say, just read, and read that PMBOK over and over and over, and take a test every single day for 3 months. Read, take a test, and write down those process groups until you have everything memorized. Because I studied for, man, 3 months of really intense studying, 6 months of plain studying, but then 3 months of like really intensive studying. And it was so worth it. I think that having a PMP certification is worth a degree. Honestly, people care. I feel like people care about your degree, but I feel like people really care about certifications. And to study 3 months and get something that's valuable as a degree, worth it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Not in a heartbeat. I think that it was a good decision. I think that it's been so beneficial, and I think that I just have so much more clout in the business world because I have a psychology degree. I have a psychology degree and a master's in industrial organizational psychology. If that is what you know, if that's your industry, that's great. But for me to be in a corporate world, I need more clout. I don't have a STEM degree. I don't have an MBA, but this project management professionals certification has put me into the game. Like, at least I can be competitive with the certification. And I'm definitely open to getting more certifications, but it's definitely, man, if I didn't have it, I don't know what I would be doing. I'd be out here, child, I don't even know. But that's all I got for you. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Follow me on Instagram at Bria Black. Or you can send me an email. I'll put my email down below. And if you have any more questions, you can put them in the comments. And I'm always answering and looking for people to help. So I hope this has been helpful for you. If you need anything, let me know.